Come here. Come on, hang on, come on. Sorry. Go on, come on.
Right, what do you want to hear? From the board down, it's fucking absolutely shocking. All of it. They're paying 500 grand a week for some of them fucking players out there. Right? Whatever you do for your job, I do for my job. If you went in and did half-hearted job, you'd be fucking sacked in 1 minute. Well, he's not very good at his job, I know. Right. What? That's what I'm saying. We're paying £700-800 a year to watch that. Right? And, well, you might be a rich fucker, I'm not. But what I'm saying is, I don't expect them to win every game. I'm not one of them. But I expect commitment. And on that pitch today, there weren't one player, not one of them, could be asked. And it was just, what?
Mason was all right.
There was players that could be asked.
Get fucked. Mason were all right. I don't know what game you were watching, but I watched that, and I don't think none of them are worthy of the Man United shirt at present. They're not. I don't give a fuck.
I can hear what you're saying.
Years old. Do you realise how big this club? Listen. Do you realise how big this club is? Right. So you're saying, right? You're saying we've got 18-year-old kids, and you expect them to rip the club apart and be absolutely awesome. That doesn't happen. No, that doesn't happen.
I get what point.
Doesn't happen, mate. That does happen. Listen, young Rashford. I'm not saying that. Young Rashford, right? Unbelievable. But he ain't got the knowledge or the expertise to. That's what I'm saying. He can't lead that club on his own on that pitch. He can't. You need
You think we're suffering from a lack of leadership then? Like you mentioned, everyone seems to mention leadership when they're talking about the board and the team.
So this guy's going on about this, that, and other. We're on that pitch in the last 3 months. Have we had a leader? Where have we? Where have we had a leader on that pitch? A Roy Keane? Anybody? Who? What do you think he's a leader?
But you know the thing with Herrera, yeah, that I love Herrera. Look, you can't call him a leader because towards the end of his time, he was discussing contracts and he weren't playing for us and pretending to be injured.
Listen, a leader to me is Roy Keane, who get all of his fucking teammates and say, you twat, sorry, you, right, aren't fucking good enough to be in a Man United shirt. Fucking pull your socks up or get off the fucking turf.
You don't have to just scream and shout all the time. Lead by example.
I'm not screaming and shouting.
No, like someone like Paul Scholes, he led by example because of, he didn't scream and shout. He's one of the quietest players I've seen.
One of the best midfielders we've ever had. And Zidane says.
So what do you want to see? What do you want to see from the board in the summer?
I want to see the board. I want to see them out. I don't fucking want them here. I want them gone.
Realistically, it's not going to happen.
No, it's not going to happen. Look, it's all right going spending 20, 100 million on players who don't want to fucking know, getting the 500 grand a week and saying, I'm playing for Man United, I'm at the top club in Europe or whatever. Bullshit. I want commitment on that pitch. Commitment, playing like they should play for that shirt. I'd like to see, I just would like to see it because they're fucking terrible. I've been going here since 1970 and this is one of the worst teams. I went to Huddersfield last week, they were fucking abysmal. Absolutely abysmal. Huddersfield last week, we had one shot. They were fucking relegated. One shot on goal. That is piss poor.
Like Steve said, if the right player's from the Championship, a 32-year-old, and he's the right player, we don't need 100 million or 150 million on certain players. We need the right man for the right job, like the right personnel. I don't see that happening. I don't see Woodward going to the, maybe Danny James. I think he's a good player. I think he could be. But I think before we let De Gea go in Pogba and Herrera, we already need like 4 or 5 players before they already go. And the fact the centre back's not even being discussed, that's bad. We're fucked. Sorry, but
we're absolutely shocking. And everybody knows it. All these lads here now, ladies watching this game today, who's been there, in there and watched that, do you think that anyone on that pitch today, anybody, you name the Greenwood, we name whoever you want, give us more than 20% commitment? Nobody. Not one of them. Because why? Because it's end of season and it's going, another 500 grand in my bank, I'm going on holiday next week, who gives a fuck? Am I right or not? Am I?
I'm here with Nat, we're outside Old Trafford, United have lost. Nat, 1 goal in 2 games against relegated sides.
It's not good enough, is it? I mean, I just think, Gary Neville said,
he don't like this team, and you know what, I support what he's saying. Like, they just don't care. Like, you want people who want to play, who want to do the best for this club, and the only one I can see really is Greenwood. He looked like he was trying. He looked like, he looked really good. I'm actually excited to see him play, but the way that we're going, we're not looking like we're going to do anything. He could be one that could get snapped up from someone else. He could want to, go and further his career, because, I heard people singing 20 times, and yeah, it's good to sing it, but how long have we not won the Premier League for? How long have we not won the Champions League? Haven't we not been in big, European games? It just feels like doom and gloom. But we're always going to support the boys. But
do you think that will send them? The worrying thing is, I feel like that won't affect the mentality of the board. Do you think it will?
I don't think so. I think the only thing it's ever going to affect, and everyone's going about unfollow United, but the only thing it's ever going to affect is everyone just doesn't renew. But there's always going to be someone there to take your seat. So I don't think they're even bothered if it's like me from Manchester or even you from like the UK. They don't care if they sell it to someone who comes 1 or 2 games a season, But that's the club. I think the only way it's going to go is if someone bigger and richer comes in and buys it off them, and they get their money back. But the way they go in, they probably won't even get that back soon. They'll leave it on its knees, and it's a sad state. But I mean, we're always going to be here supporting. But I think maybe playing these young kids, get out some of these, mercenaries, get out your Rojo, get out your Darmian, get them out. Give it Greenwood, like Gomez, play. Just let's see what can happen.
Nah.
What can you say? Like, it's. I thought we'd be up for it. I thought it'd be the last game. I thought they'd be passionate for it. I thought, I know he's going, but why not play Herrera? Let him come out. Everyone was singing his name. Let him come out. Let him do something. Play. He played Valencia. Why not play him from the start? Why?
It's annoying. Nah. Anyway, before you go, just let them know you're obviously doing some stuff around the Women's World Cup for us in the summer.
Yeah, hopefully. Speaking about the girls that are out there playing for United, there's Greenwood, there's Arnott, there's Kirsty Smith, so I'm going to speak about them, and obviously England can do well in the World Cup. That'll boost women's football for England, but obviously it'll be good for United, and then obviously next season for United in the big league.
So yeah, if you're interested, keep it locked because she'll have you covered.
That's where I'm getting my joy from, the girls. Come and follow.
I'm here with Dave. We're outside Old Trafford. Manchester United have been comfortably beaten by Cardiff. In my opinion, I know a few of us said we weren't comfortably, but regardless, 2-0, scoreline says comfortably beaten. How do you explain that one?
Yeah, very comfortably beaten. I thought we were terrible, but the first one I did this season with you, I had to go Wolves away. I had to go up a certain player. I'm not going to mention him again because I got a lot of stick, but I just want to give a positive out of this. And I thought, especially first half, we saw 17-year-old Mason Greenwood. And if you compare him this season to Lukaku, he's up front and he just stays there, does not move. This lad, all through the game, was he centre forward? Was he right wing? Was he left wing? He was just all over the place, creating space constantly. And out of everyone on the pitch, he probably had more chances than anyone else.
He should have scored today. Let's make that point.
Yeah,
but
the first half, the keeper made
apart
a great
from
save. Yeah, apart from that, listen, we've just got to look forward to this because it's something special there in that lad. And I've seen him plenty of times this season and last season.
Next year's our year.
No.
Yeah, you got to see the positive out of this because I know that what that lad can do. He's 17. He's not fully developed yet. He's got give him 2 more years at the maximum. I think next season he should be involved in.
I want to ask you a question now. Marcus Rashford playing. He didn't have a great game again today. Hasn't had a great few months. We need to be careful with Mason as well, don't we? Because we don't. Yeah. I feel like at the moment maybe Marcus is being overplayed when he shouldn't be. Maybe when he's injured, and that's affecting him. And we need to kind of protect Mason as well, don't we?
Yeah, of course. When I'm saying, like I spoke about this the other day, saying he's ready. And when I'm saying he's ready, he's not ready for playing every single game. I think he should be involved in at least a third of the games. I'm not saying he should be starting every game, but he should be involved in the bench, coming on, because you need to build him up that way because he has got that in him. So, it's got to be different for him today. He must have been nervous. He's used to playing in front of 50 people at Carrington, and he's playing in front of 74,000 today. It must be, on it. must be nervous, the nerves in there. But he didn't seem to have that, you know, especially first half, he was going for it. But yeah, you just got to be careful with him, like you say. But I think we're ready for him. A third of the games next season, and then the season after that, he should be a permanent fixture.
You're looking apart from Mason Greenwood though, and it was pretty bad. That was the only silver lining in a very dark cloud today.
Yeah, apart from the Scousers didn't win the league, that was another one. But yeah, poor all round. And I don't understand this. Antonio Valencia, get him on. He's done nothing this season. Has he been a player that we'll look fondly on, you know, in 20 years' time? No.
Is that a bit unfair though? Because I mean, out of everybody here, he is one of them that has been there and done it.
Yeah.
He's won everything here apart from the Champions League.
He has, but in 20 years' time, when you think of the greatest right backs, or
of course, yeah.
Wouldn't you not rather have seen someone like Jimmy Garner come on?
Yeah, but I totally understand why he played out. For example, I don't understand why Ashley Young played.
No,
because you could have played Valencia and Delo.
Yeah.
You could have brought Young off for Valencia. And today we saw him taking corner after corner after corner after corner after corner and never meet a red shirt.
One thing I'll say though is, yeah, I don't like him on the corners, but tell me who else can take a corner?
Well, Ashley Young can't.
Yeah, of course he can't, but he's the best.
Why is he doing it?
Because he's the best of a bad bunch. No one else can do it. And yeah, this is the problem with United. We've got players that can't do things. And one thing that annoyed me though, at half time, we brought Martial on. Did he really deserve to come on? To be honest, I'd have flogged him off in the summer, in the January transfer window.
To be fair, when he did, I've been critical of him recently because he's not looked to make moves, he's not looked to make runs. When he come on, he seemed to inject a little bit of energy in it, although it didn't last that long because they scored their second goal much later. But I do hear what you're saying. In terms of the form and the performance, it was pretty bad all around. Summer, what next? Like, what have we got to look forward to? Because that was pretty difficult.
At least 5 or 6 have got to go, I think. And I think
in addition to Herrera and Valencia, who are already gone.
I'm not talking about just bit players. I think some big names. I think someone like Fred's got to go. I think we need a new right back, left back, centre back. Fred's got to go. I think Lukaku should go. I think Martial should go. I think he's really got to rebuild this team. And I'm not talking about bringing big names in. Just bring players that are right for the club. Because as we've seen in the past, someone like Sanchez, I think he should go. Getting players like that in who's selling shirts, that's not, you know, it's not good enough. We need players that can actually play and, you know, win games for us.
True. Thank you, man.